And it's like, am I really helping myself by putting my homework aside for 3, 4 days? Is that really gonna benefit me, or should I go ahead and just do it now? So I'm pushing myself to really just do my homework now, because if I don't, yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, thank you all for joining. Jarenza, what up, Brody? Um, we got a Q and A going on, so feel free to dive in if you have any questions. Right now, I just finished watching slash listening to the lecture for this crisis intervention class, and I want to be really good at crisis, because what I was saying before was at any point in anyone's life they can be in a state of crisis, especially based off the definition of crisis, and that's when a person feels like they don't have control over a situation, or they don't know what to do in the situation. No stress, knock it out. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. But I never knew that. I never knew to just do the work. Like we a lot of people I was around glorified. Oh, I'm a procrastinator. Oh, I'm gonna get it done. Or you got to this date. You got to this date is the biggest hurdle, or I'll say deficit that you can ever give. I don't know. I don't want to say deficit. It could be. It sucks as a college student. Do not. If you're watching this and you're about to go to college, or you're finishing school, or you're doing something in school or whatever, even at work, even with your own dreams, fuck college. You know what I mean? Even with your own dreams, yo, like deadlines can hurt you. Oh, I have to this date. Deadlines can hurt you if you wait. That's saying that I'm so good no matter what that I'm going to be able to do what I need to do. I'm going to knock it out within this amount of time, and not even considering the wrongs that can happen. Da, da, da. You're being. It's a very arrogant thing. I've read that somewhere. But I think personally, what it does for me is it puts more stress on me, and then I start to question myself: can I even pull this shit off within this amount of time? So this semester is my last semester of grad school. I said, yo, I'm not gonna bullshit no more. If I gotta do my homework on Instagram with some, I got this. You see the thing behind me? It's this um YouTube study meditation thing, and it's on a big screen in front of me too. You can't see that, but I'm looking at that. I'm being distracted, so I'm allowing myself a little bit of distraction. And the cool part is when I explain things, I understand them better. So this is all beneficial to me because I'm listening to the lecture, which I'm an auditorial learner, excuse me, and I'm a visual learner. So I got to watch the PowerPoint as she talked it, and then I get to chime in every now and then. Looks like oh shit, I lost it. Oh man, I don't know what you just said. Looks really nice. What you say? This thing is crazy. I'll read your comment in a second. Just give me a couple of seconds. I gotta keep expanding this thing. I really don't. I could just leave it here. All right, here you go. Boom. I love it. It looks really nice and tranquil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. See, but you know what though? If you don't know about that little bit about like I didn't know something as small as like that was the definition of crisis. When I thought crisis, I thought crisis, right? But it's based off the individual, and I didn't know that. And I'm like, yo, really? Just I'm sorry. It's expanding. We know a lot of stuff as humans, but we have to be willing. I had to be willing to expand what I already know with what how other people perceive that same knowledge, because that's the perspective that really matters in my opinion. So tell me what the most important concept of crisis is and why is it important? Why is that so important? Girl, you asking the wrong one. So so far since me looking to the book, I'm not there. So you gonna put me on the spot. I think the most important concept in crisis is individuality. Idiographic ways of looking at things. Looking at it as everybody is unique, and how they interpret the crisis is what's important. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you now. Shoot, I got froze up because you put me on the spot. That's what it was. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the truth. I like to. I'm working on that too. Instead of a lot of times when people don't know stuff, they try to bullshit, and that's what I was about to try to do for a second. But I really do know it because I just read it. But I kind of got that imposter syndrome for a second, and I was like, do I know it? But yeah, so for me, the most important piece was knowing that every individual is different. Ooh, I'm looking at my Instagram. We found a real estate investment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, my brother is lit right now. I'm sorry. I have Instagram on the tablet thing that I'm streaming from. And I'm getting messages from my brother. So yes, the most important thing that I've got out of this crisis session is individuality. Idiographic way of looking at things. Everybody is unique in their own way, and how they see the crisis is basically what's important to the counselor or to the person that's serving that person with crisis. Again, we all can be hit in an earthquake, and each person is affected differently. So how that person is perceiving the crisis, it could be internal, it can be other stuff. That's what's important. So, boom. Thank you, and don't ask me no more questions on the spot like that again. It's like, no, I'm just like, now you good. No, listen, I'm telling you, that right there put me in a position of anxiety. Let's talk about it. It put me in a position of anxiety, and you can use the Q&A tab, and when I'm put in a position of anxiety, you got the fight or flight. I'm sure people have heard of that, where you either freeze up, flake up, punk up, cower up, curl up, scroll up, whatever you want to call it. Exactly, individual perception. Yeah. You can curl up or you can act on it. You can just boom, attack it. And a lot of times when you develop patterns of avoidance, which is in my case, you tend to just, whoa, dodge what the whoa. But I'm like, yo, answer the question. And when I put myself in that position of execution, right? And that changes the game. It's like, okay, the whole point of this video, the whole point of this blog is to educate, entertain, and bring stuff to the people. You got somebody asking you something. You know what I'm saying? Why man great till they gotta be great? That's crazy. Think about that shit. Why is it when it's time to do exactly what you called out to do, you get scared? It's normal. It's human. You just witnessed it happen live on Instagram TV, and where we live on multiple channels too right now. Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube. Make sure you check us out. Comedy album, I Think I'm Funny. Make sure you check out Overtime Sins Music. Listen, it happened live and direct. Human. We're human. That shit was real, yo. And I feel good that we can use that as a learning and teaching moment, because a lot of times people will flake up and try to put that mask on. But, my mask over there, and I ain't got time for it today. So that wraps up the lecture portion of the study session. Again, if you guys want to throw some questions in, feel free. Other than that, we're going to jump to a brief intermission. I just want to show off my intermission tab, so please forgive me. Oh no, we're gonna do the be right back. I gotta mute my audio though, so it could be real. Oh, actually, oh, God, play some music. Which one is that music? Let me turn that Q&A off. I like this song right here. I'll play it while I'm away. Oh no, never mind. Hell nah. Last time I played somebody else's music on my channel, they was trying, man. No. Niggas be hate 10. I'm gonna play some DJ EJ. No, I'm gonna play Young Boy and I'm gonna walk off. I'll be right back, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for challenging me to be great. Like, I really appreciate you. Like, I needed that right then and there. All right, so here we go. I'll be right back, y'all. After this song. shit off the boat. Hey, remember, yeah, I had no hoes. Hey, now all these bitches, they don't go. Hey, trap booming on the slow day. Just got a call from Jose. Wrist looking like a snow day. Hey, I knew one day that I would get paid. I would get paid. We living great. We living great. All of my niggas eating gourmet. Yeah, we all got a plate. We all got a plate. She want a Porsche. I want no race. I ain't on first base. She give me face. I knew one day. Yeah. On my mama, I ain't never had shit, but you know I got it now. And if you can't swim, pussy boy, you gon' drown. And she don't wanna roll, she just wanna say she down. When I was a young boy, I knew I was special. I knew one day I'll fly. When I was a young boy, I knew I was special. I knew one day I'd fly. That was Young Boy by Sam Lorenzo and the Maste. Ooh. And we're back. Thank you guys for joining in. We had a study session earlier, and now we're about to get into some Uno. Take it back to the black cookouts. Ayy. Take it back to the black cookouts. Ayy. Black, black. Take it back to the black cookouts. Ayy. Take it back. Oh, there we go. What if I can move this over just a little bit? Because I really need to see is the comments and the Q&A. All right, that works. The people that join will pop up there too. All right, play some Uno real quick. Rabbits, of course, just like God intended. Start game. Oh, she asking all the good questions. Yo, she back in here yet? She asking all the good questions. Yo, that's what we gotta dig into. You get what I'm saying? Where's that coming from? You know? And I think in my case, see, y'all can't see my hand. That's the cool part. In my case, I got skipped. It's the it's the unsurety of most of the time when I was a kid, right? When I was in school, I uh I didn't I don't know, I didn't feel smart, you know? And a lot of times I went to college to prove myself that I was smart, right? Like, yo, you are smart. Yeah, you've always had straight A's in school, but you never felt smart, right? Never felt smart. That's powerful. So when I was, I think one of my core beliefs was telling myself that I wasn't, right? And I think that's where a lot of that anxiety and all that came from around that, because it's the fear of not feeling like you are smart enough, or when it's time to really educate someone, are you the person for the job? It's getting past that imposter syndrome and being sure yourself, right? Always switching cards. I want to switch cards with someone. I got one of those too. Huh. 7. And I want to switch cards with you. Thank you kindly. Yeah, so I mean, ultimately I think that's that if that answers your question, to where that fear came from. It's as a child I never felt like I was smart enough to do the job, you know? And as I got older, I learned to believe in myself a little bit more and know that I am enough. And my professor put me on that. What up, bro? Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, my professor told me about that, right? So one day I was in class and I was like going in, like, and I knew what I was talking about. And the class had got like so quiet, so quiet, and I'm like, oh snap! And everybody was like looking at me for the information, and I'm like, uh, and my professor's like, no, keep going. And I'm like, and she's like, well, what just happened there? And I told her, yeah, I don't know, when it got quiet, I felt like people were looking. They were depending on me to answer something. It does. Thanks for sharing that. I think there's a lot of people feel that way. Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. But the key is once you acknowledge that. Wow, what book are you reading? Tell me about that book. When you acknowledge that, it's a lot easier to move forward. It's a lot easier to move forward, and it's not like you just gotta tackle it when it happens, right? Just like the anxiety, when it comes up, and you just before you start letting it bury you, you gotta just figure out what you're gonna do and make that move. Oh, don't hit me with it. Don't hit. Oh God. Okay. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit me with. Oh, two to you. No two to me. No two the hard way. Skip. I gotta keep myself in this game, boo. And it's just being able to attack it head on immediately, soon as it hits. And I think that's what makes that what making that next step so important. Instead of you know, uh letting it keep you down or hold you down. It's moving forward. The fifth agreement. Okay, never heard of that. Right now, I'm reading something called Originals, and I thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna check that out. Wonder if they have it on. Oh, draw two. Yo, they petty. No, I got to draw four. Oh, I didn't have a draw four. I just had a number four. Blah. All right, let's go back. I got to draw. All right, throw that out. Yeah, it's about agreements that we make with ourselves and others is really deep. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I gotta draw again. Oh yeah, throw that out. Green. Verite. Oh yes, and he didn't have a green. Oh my God, I just saved the day. I probably was. Oh, he had yellow. Oh, that was right on time. I'm not even paying attention. This conversation is deep. I like this. Shouts out to dripping. I drip in gold. Uh, Oh no! Come on, big dog. Oh, get out of my. Oh my God! Get out of my peripheral. Game over. Mm. Bruh, I did horribly. That's like a thing to say. I did terrible. I probably will. All right, like I said, I'm finishing originals. I got like 7 chapters left with that one to go right now, and the next book on my list is Becoming, the Michelle Obama book, and now I'm gonna show y'all my intermissions tab. I'm gonna still stay in the chat, but I'm gonna go to my intermissions tab because I want to go to a different game, and I don't want y'all to see what I'm doing. And that's the whole point of having the intermissions tab, right? All right, let's see if there's any more Q&A. Take a second. And if I didn't get to your Q&A yet, bear with me. I'll get to it. And I need to actually. Oh, my phone's been in my pocket this whole time. I know nobody asked, but it's been in my pocket this whole entire time. Go mob, bro. What's up? All right, let's see what we got in the Q&A. Okay, just y'all three so far. It's all good. We're gonna get it there. I'll leave that joint up until it can't go no more. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so my phone is dead, and that makes so much sense why I couldn't find it. All right, that phone is connected to a charger. So I gotta plug my phone up real quick. Check some messages. Make sure everything's okay. All right, and let me get to the C before I got you. Um, What book did you read before that? Right before that book? Tabs. Oh, if you still in here, never mind. I got one going to Twitter. You have Becoming too? I haven't read it yet. No, we purchased Becoming, and they've been sitting around the house, but I told myself I'm gonna dive into it eventually, but like I didn't want to read it without my partner, you know, because then I'd be like, it's like watching Netflix episodes ahead of people and shit. Like you don't do that. But we both procrastinating right now, so we're gonna see. I don't know what to play. I don't want to keep the intermission too long because you know, you know. But I'm trying to find something that I might think that y'all might find interesting. Like we got Monopoly on here. Oh, I wanted to give this a try. All right, let's come back. All right, let's go. I gotta go. I gotta check my Periscope though to see how long I've been streaming because Instagram will cut me off at an hour. So this game right here is called Supermarket Street. Yeah, see, and but the thing is, it's me because I'm also reading multiple books. So I got in trouble with not in trouble, but I had some dilemmas come up in school, and I had to really buckle down. But I was in my head like crazy, okay, and I had to realize that, and so I bought these books. Books already have physical copies too. How to Unfuck Yourself, Get Out of Your Thoughts, Get Into Your Life, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and Total Badass, or Just Believe in Yourself, something like that. So, with that being said, I started with Unfuck Yourself, and then I jumped to The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and then I finished off my trio with the You're a Badass. And when I tell you, like, I was like, oh my god, I've been missing out. Like I haven't read books, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't one of those book reading motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Excuse my language. You know, I just wasn't. I just wasn't. You know, I wouldn't. You know, you couldn't pay me to read. And now it's like, oh snap! Like I see why they say you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Like books got so much knowledge, and like I wouldn't read because I chose not to. You know what I mean? Not even willing to challenge myself. And then like when I started reading, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not the only person out here who is going through what I'm going through. And like perspective, ultimately perspective is what changed the game for me. It's like, oh wow, hearing someone else's story about the same type of dilemma that you've gone through and made it out and made it successfully. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you think it's the end of the world because yeah, of course, while you're going through it, you know, it is feel like the end of the world. You're in that crisis. You know what I'm saying? But people have made it out, and I can do the same. And that was the pièce de resistance. You know what I'm saying? I was so close. Is that I know now that a lot of the things that I go through are just perks of being human. If that makes sense. And I know I said it weird, but that's exactly what it is. You know, it's a perk of being a human. You know, being imperfected. You know that we were created. You know what I mean? Imperfectly. You know what I'm saying? We were created to make mistakes and to learn from them and be better from them. And when you think that you're the only person experiencing it, you realize that you're not by yourself. And that's powerful for me. It means a lot to me. You know, that's opened so much for me. It's done so much for me just within the past couple of weeks and months. I'm not alone. I'm not by myself figuring out how to be a human because I can pick up a book and dive in and realize that hey, other people has gone through this. Let me see, what are you saying? It says, "What the hell game is this? What are you supposed to do?" So the game is called Supermarket Street. You push the left and the right trigger. I did horrible on that, by the way. And the person that gets the goat or the man screams and it pushes you forward or whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. I downloaded it because they recommended it to me. Like me and my son, we play a lot of these. Let me just show you my game catalog. We play. Oh, I wanted to play World War Z. Oh, I never finished the install. Let's go to the queue. Yeah, that World War Z game looked pretty good. Oh yeah, there it is. Resume. Yeah, and it was free. So I was like, I hope I downloaded it in time because like you had to like a certain date or something. Bruh, I'm tripping. Let me pull that up. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the same thing, and it's like I could be been did that. When people around you are afraid to have a convo outside of superficial things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You see, but my issue was I wasn't open to being around people at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. People just, you know, people just people. Everyone when they stuck in that loop, like you said, unable to have those superficial conversations. When they're stuck in that prototype of what you're supposed to be and who everybody is. Like I was somewhere the other day, and like someone tried to make me feel bad for like not drinking or something, or just not wanting to fall in. Like you supposed to be. No, you don't know me. You don't know me. You can't tell me any place in my life where these values that you have were placed upon me outside of now. These are your values. I never told anyone that I wanted to be this, that, and the third. Just because it appears that that's what I'm pursuing, don't assume unless you ask me, what is it that you're trying to do? Because then it'll make a whole lot more sense to what it is that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But people they like, you're not in that norm base, that pick up and be stuck base. You know, I don't know. I just can't do it. I personally can't. I don't want to be a victim of a prototype. I know you understand. You dripping in gold. How can you not? Like, bruh, this conversation is stemmed off of you. You're leading this conversation. Like, you're pulling out things that, you got some gifts, shorty. What's your profession? You want to talk about that? You don't have to. Like what you do, you got some gifts and talents that can be utilized and the community could use someone like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you do right now, but yeah, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Perception of life is based on your perception of life. Exactly. Look at you. God damn. Exactly. But we assume because a lot of times we're not aware that our worldview is so dominant and so powerful. We assume that our worldview is the ultimate worldview. That everything that everybody else is going through is in line with what you're going through. And that can be the fault of us as humans. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. Call it how it is. If you haven't seen that episode of when I did the spanking kids, I either say what it is or I keep my mouth shut, Like straight up, you know. So I think it's very important um that we stay connected because I got some community based things that you might be interested in the near future. You know, meetups and just conversations. With great people and opportunities to be something more. My bad, yo. That's crazy, yo. I'm so blessed, yo. I'm so grateful, yo. I'm trying to tell you, like, your mother could be out here doing some. Let me not say that. I'm happy my mother ain't out here doing no big wild shit. OTTV scene on OTTV has joined the party. I want to say thank you all. Overtime, the scene on Overtime TV is our brand. Make sure you guys check them out. Um, and check out our product. We got some new products coming out. Um, I saw that before I read the book. Send me that. I don't know what that is. Send me that so I could be more hip. Let me see how long I've been on Periscope, so I can know if I need to log off or not before they cut me off. Cause I want to do my outro today. Oh hey, oh wow, thank you. Hey, you just follow me on Twitter and shit. Is that you? You did good on. Oh wow, thank you. Wow, I appreciate that. Welcome back to the internet. Okay, yeah. Okay, awesome. Wow, I appreciate that. All right, let me see. All right, how long have I been on? 46 minutes. Okay, so we are gonna get ready to wrap up, guys. Tune in next time for another episode of Overtime TV. I may get back on, but I really do need to go do my homework. I'm gonna pin this to my Twitter, and feel free to come see me again. Thank you. Okay, I'm open to that. Got your message. Just came into my DM. I see it on the screen. I'm so happy. I'm seeing my vision come to life because man, it has been a journey. It has been a journey. I was talking to my partner last night, and I was like, "Do you remember when I did the first OTTV rant, and it was like about unicorns, and like I was just going in about unicorns, unicorns, unicorns. Like I did this whole spill on unicorns. How's a kite? You know what I mean? And that was the start. And then I said to her, "Do you remember the Mind to Mind blog?" Which I'll show you real quick. Is right here. I'm about to see, and I like that. I appreciate that. I am about to go. Hold on, but I want to show y'all this. Um, it's a blog that I built. And right before it was possible for me to put this out, well, while I was putting it out, I had to go to baby steps. When I was going to therapy, I was losing interest in things that I love. Let's start there. Losing interest in things that I love, and I had to really give those. I had to take baby steps back into them because I made them into businesses. And it was like, oh, I opened up a photography studio. I don't want to take pictures anymore. I started shooting music videos professionally. I don't want to shoot music videos anymore. Everything that I love to do, when I started putting a dollar to it, I gradually lost interest in it, which was making me depressed because I wasn't doing what I loved anymore. Um, my therapist recommended I take baby steps into, which is a form of exposure. Uh, it's a form of in vivo exposure where you take baby steps into your career, into your dream, into what it is that you want to do, and not really exposing yourself to it too much, but enough gradually that you're able to eventually do it. They do it a lot with phobias, as far as fears of rabbits, and bunnies, or spiders, and all that. You just gradually show a person a picture of a spider, and then you go from there. And then there's another form called flooding, where which is what I'm doing right now. You see me on the internet going so hard right now. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm flooding. I went from base exposure, a little bit of exposure, to flooding exposure. And that's where you see my company, In Vivo Exposures, because that's what it has been. It's been me. I had to really learn to love myself again from base level, gradually giving myself the things that I needed, slowly, in order to get where I am now. And now it's like, okay, I'm no longer holding myself back because of the fear of putting my business as first. But now, give me your money. Give me, I know what I'm capable of, and this is it. So that's this blog right here. I started by putting a whole bunch of writings together. One of them that's really popular is called "I Think I'm Successful." I appreciate that. It's called "I Think I'm Successful," and it talks about how you guys see the outcome, but y'all don't see like the working machine that I am. But it took me. I had to gradually get there, and that's why I named my company In Vivo Exposures. I thank you all for coming in. I'm sorry, I'm about to get emotional. You can tell I love what I do. I gotta go. So I'm gonna first cut off Instagram. Oh, wait, and then soon. Thank you for watching.